Well, I have to confess that when I was a kid growing up, driving a tractor in the fields of east central Illinois, it never occurred to me that I'd end up in Michigan working for two very remarkable men.
Behind every remarkable politician is a hard-working communications strategist who keeps them on track. Bob Berg has earned his stripes, first in a 6-year stint as executive assistant in public affairs for Governor William Milliken, and then as press secretary for Mayor Coleman A for 11 years. He's proud of both men and proud of what they accomplished.
Governor Milliken appointed more African-American judges than all the previous governors combined in the history of the state, and was really believed that if Detroit was not going to succeed, the state was not going to succeed.
And Berg is quick to point out one of the many misconceptions about Mayor Young.
People don't realize that he had a 50-50 policy. All of his appointees were 50-50 black-white. Never got any credit for it because the myth was that he hated white people. And I always tell people I was white the entire time I worked for him.
Berg was Young's most fierce and loyal defender, crafting PR strategies that highlighted the many Young administration accomplishments, including top-down integration of the police department and the early stages of downtown and riverfront redevelopment. His battles with local media outlets were legendary. Berg was often depicted as Mayor Young's sidekick in editorial cartoons.
It took a while to get used to it, because normally staff people don't end up in cartoons, but Draper Hill decided he liked to draw me, and so whenever he needed a second person in a Coleman Young cartoon, I would end up somewhere in the picture. I think one of my favorites was the one where the mayor is wearing a gas mask and holding a newspaper with tongs and talking about the toxic threat that newspapers presented.
Berg has served as a political consultant and analyst since Young left office, and he launched Berg Muirhead Public Relations with former Young administration Public Information Director Georgella Muirhead.
Well, one of the things that Georgella and I did through the years is try to maintain that 50-50 policy with our staff. It was the first integrated PR partnership in the region. And I really think that's been a part of our success, is that we've been able to maintain that mix that allows people hopefully to do their best and to grow.
The agency has a long list of like-minded clients, companies like Strategic Staffing Solutions and nonprofits like New Detroit.
Race relations is obviously a very critical issue in this region because it's held us back in so many ways. And so the opportunity to work on projects like that, really, it's not just a job. It's a chance to keep the commitment going and to stay involved in the critical issues of the region.
Berg Muirhead PR is now moving into the next generation. It's been purchased by two staffers, Peter Van Dyke and Marilyn Horn. Berg now serves as founding partner and counsel. Despite his illustrious 40-year career in communications, he was surprised to learn he was being named a distinguished warrior.
When Charles initially told me, I was like, me? I mean, when you're in the PR business, you're used to putting other people out there and not used to being sort of front and center yourself. That some people would see me in that context it's very humbling.